Ability Centers 4x4 with Allison.
Hi everyone, my name is Allison, and with me in the seated position today is Tracy.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us on the virtual platform. Today we are doing a 4x4 workout. So that's going to be only 4 exercises, you got it, but we're running through 4 times through, so get buckled in. What you'll need today is, Tracy and I will be using 5-pound weights, so you're gonna grab yourself a pair of weights, a safe alternative at home like a can of soup or water bottle, something like that if you'd like, or no weights at all. Then you're going to be needing an open space, so you want to make sure that you have room to move around. In the standing position, I'll be getting down into a plank position on the floor, so make sure you have enough room for that. If you're in that seated position, if you're in a wheelchair, make sure the locks are on, make sure that the power is off, and make sure that you have some nice support around you. And if you're in the standing position, make sure you have water. Seated position, get that water, and get ready because we're doing 4x4. So our first move today is going to be a squat and shoulder press. So we're grabbing onto our light weights. In that standing position, I'm gonna go into a squat. So I'm lowering down, bending the knees as if I'm gonna sit in a chair. And then as I press up, my arms are gonna be at 90 degrees at my sides, palms facing forward, press up into a shoulder press. Tracy in her seated position is going to be doing a alternating knee drive with that shoulder press. So same position, 90 degrees at the side of her head, pressing up overhead, and then driving alternating knees. So we're gonna do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off for rest. Let's get into it with that squat shoulder press. Get those weights up and let's go. Bring it down to that squat, pressing up overhead. Tracy, how are you doing in that seated position?
Excellent. Making sure my spine is straight and you feel comfortable in your chair as you're lifting your arms and your knees.
For both of these movements today, you can take out those weights if you need to. Remember to listen to your body, keep breathing through those exercises. We want to exhale on that exertion point. That's going to let you push through that exercise a little bit more. 15 seconds here.
Awesome.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Woo.
Take a rest.
That was good.
Getting started.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into our next move, which is gonna be a bicep curl, tricep extension. So, comfortable standing position, you're up nice and tall, keeping that posture neutral. Palms are facing forward, bringing the arms up, palms in towards the shoulders, bringing them down, rotating palms towards the back, and pressing into a tricep extension. Tracy's gonna be doing the exact same thing in that seated position. Curling up, rotating down, and pressing the palms back and away. Let's get started, 40 seconds, here we go. Working those arms, gives your legs a little bit of a break here. Remember to keep that chest up nice and tall, breathing through. Whew. I have a slight bend in my knee, Tracy's slightly hinged forward. Halfway there.
Really trying to keep my spine straight and my belly in toward my back.
Absolutely, control that movement. Give me 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up nice and tall. Beautiful. All right, so our third move is going to be a lunge with a alternating lateral lift. So I'm coming forward, one foot's planting forward and the other one's going back on the toes. I'm bringing myself down towards the floor so that both knees are at 90 degrees, pressing myself back up, and then we're moving that upper body. At your side, you're gonna bring your weight up to the side with an extended arm and then lowering it back down, stepping yourself forward and then stepping back with that opposite leg, bringing yourself down, arm lift, and then back up. In the seated position, Tracy's gonna have one leg extended forward, heel on the mat, lifting that leg as she does that lateral arm lift, so bringing that arm up to the side and lower. She's gonna be going for 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds in, I'll call you guys to switch in that seated position. Ready?
Right. Yep.
Let's get started. Go into that lunge. Here we go.
Making sure you're secure in your seat. If you feel you need to put the other weight down, you can hang onto your chair and continue.
Keep it breathing through here. 20 seconds. I'll get that seated position to switch sides.
Okay.
Control that movement. You don't want to be swinging that weight. Core engaged as you move through this. Give me 10 seconds.
Awesome.
3, 2, and one, bring it back up.
Cool.
Beautiful. Leg workout today. All right, so for our fourth move today, we are doing a plank walkout. So I'm gonna start up standing nice and tall, arms above the head. I'm gonna hinge at the hips with a slight bend of the knee, lower my hands till they reach the floor. I'm going to start inching my hands forward till I reach a tall, high plank position. I'm gonna take my time moving my hands in and then slowly returning back to that standing position. In her seated position, Tracy's gonna start up with her hands nice and tall above her head, hinging at the hips, lowering towards the mat. Once her hands reach her feet or the floor, she's gonna start inching those fingertips back up the leg until she's back up in that tall standing position. Let's get started. Bring it up tall and go. Bring yourself down towards that mat and then start to move those hands outwards.
Making sure in your chair that you feel very secure. If you need to hold on to your chair with one hand and just use one arm. And then you can switch arms.
Allowing yourself to bend those knees, 20 seconds. Making sure you're really focused on that hip hinge, protecting the back. 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful.
Awesome.
That is our 4 exercises. So we're going to run through that 3 more times. How are we feeling, Tracy?
I'm good, I'm ready
How
to go.
are we feeling
Let's
in there?
do it, let's do it.
Let's get started. We're going back to the top with that squat and shoulder press. So we're grabbing our weights. 40 seconds here, bring those weights up to the side, and let's get started. Keeping that breathing going, keeping that core engaged all the way through. Give me 10 seconds here. Keep that movement nice and controlled. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those weights down. We're going into that bicep curl, tricep extension. Woo. You got 20 seconds to rest here. Check in with yourself. Give yourself some water. Take a sip if you need it. Woo.
Okay,
How are we
ready.
feeling? Get that arm pumping.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Those palms are facing forward. And we're curling up towards the chest. And then bringing it down, extending out. Get started at home here. I'm keeping that core engaged, that chest up nice and tall. You're looking forward in this position.
Making sure your spine is straight as you can be in your chair, feeling secure in your chair.
Exactly, and in that standing position, you can bend those knees a little bit. That will help keep the spine nice and tall. Halfway. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Perfect. We're going into that lunge with lateral raise. In that standing position, one leg's going forward, the other toes are going back. You're going down 90 degrees on those knees, pressing up with that lateral raise to the side, arm extended, and lower. And then you're switching. In that seated position, Tracy's doing an extended leg lift. Beautiful. If you need to grab a drink of water, go for it. But let's get into that lateral lunge. Here we go. Keep this movement nice and controlled. It's a little bit of balance here in that standing position.
Don't forget to hold on to your chair if you need any support.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Woo! My legs are on fire. Tracy, how we doing?
Good, good.
Last 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Nice work. Going into that standing plank walkout. So you're gonna drop those weights. Give yourself that 20 seconds to breathe. Slow that breath down. Coming up nice and tall, we're going into that plank walkout. So coming up with those hands overhead, lowering yourself down to the mat, stepping those hands forward, and then stepping them, bringing them back in. Ready? Let's go, 40 seconds. Come up nice and tall. Lower yourself down to the floor. Inch those hands forward. I'm coming up into that high plank position. Tracy's working on that hip hinge. Tracy's engaging that core all the way through. How does that feel?
Feels good. Reaching really high and hinging at the hips, down toward the floor as far as you can go.
Perfect. 15 seconds.
Make sure you're breathing.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm just gonna off my phone here. Woo! All right.
All right.
We have 2 more rounds left. Same exercises. You know the drill. Let's get into that squat shoulder press. Grab those weights. 20 seconds to rest here, but getting ready for that squat. Feet are a little bit wider than hip width.
Okay.
Getting those weights up beside your chest. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's get started. Good. Pressing those weights up, controlling them on the way down. Squeezing those glutes at the top.
Holding that belly in. Keep going.
Tracy's controlling that knee drive. Just pressing those weights up to the side. And 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Woo, take a rest there.
That's good.
Getting into that bicep curl, tricep extension, slight bend in those knees, chest up nice and tall. Palms are forward. Woo. Ready for that little bit of arm
Ready.
work.
Let's do it.
In 3, 2, and 1. Curling in, lowering down and pressing back. You really want to squeeze the back of the arms there. Squeezing those biceps. In that standing position, remember have that slight bend in the knee. Holding your spine nice and tall.
In your chair, you can also drop one weight and just do one arm. Holding onto your chair for support.
10 seconds. If you need to drop those weights, remember that you can just keep the body moving. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest here. Getting ready for those lunges. These are my least favorite ones, but you gotta get them. Gotta get them done. All right, stepping forward, planting that front foot, stepping back lightly on those back toes. Tracy's doing the same in her chair. You're getting ready to go down into that 90-degree angle, lateral raise to the side with your arms in 3, 2, and 1. Give me 40 seconds. Remember, you're alternating sides, but then if you're with Tracy in that seated position at 20 seconds, you're switching.
Holding that belly in toward your spine. Holding onto your chair for support.
If you're in that seated position, make that switch, opposite side. And 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful.
Awesome.
You can drop those weights. All right, going into move number 4 is going to be that plank walkout. So getting up nice and tall, shoulders down and back, reaching up. Tracy's reaching up overhead too. Taking a couple big deep breaths here. Slight bend in the knee and get ready to bring yourself down to the mat. Let's get started. Bringing those hands down. Bringing yourself out to that high plank. Walking those fingers back in, inching those fingers back to the body. Pressing up. Tracy's really remembering to hinge at the hips as she goes forward.
Just reaching down as far as you can go.
Listen to your body today, guys. Like Tracy said, reaching as far as you can go, whatever you're giving yourself today. You got 10 seconds left. Keep moving with us. 3,
Awesome.
2, and 1. Beautiful. Take a rest here for a couple seconds if you need a couple more seconds, more than that 20 seconds. Do it. I'm tired. I'm sure you are too. Tracy, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. So
All right.
far, so good. One more to go.
Last round. Let's grab those weights, get into that squat and shoulder press. Getting ready for that squat and shoulder press, I'm bringing my feet out wider than hip width, bringing it down. Here we go. Let's get that timer started. 40 seconds. Woo! Remember to use that exhale to your advantage, using it at that high exertion point. So I'm inhaling as I lower, exhale as I press up. If you need to take out that weight, you can do it. If you need to do a single shoulder press, you can do that as well. Tracy's alternating that knee drive. In 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Last round, guys, we're powering through it. Going into that bicep curl, tricep extension. This is almost like a little break in the middle. Just gotta focus on the arms. Palms are facing forward, getting ready to curl in and extend out.
Got it.
You got it, you guys are pros at this now. Big deep breath, let's get started in 3, 2, and 1. Bring that curl in, squeeze those biceps, pressing back, beautiful. Nice work, sitting up tall, looking forward. If you're in that standing position, you can have a slight bend in the knee. And controlling that movement, you're squeezing the bicep. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, keep that movement going. In 3, 2, give me one more. Woo, drop it down. Beautiful. Oh my, I was gonna drop my weights, I can't do that yet. I have to do my lunges. I forgot I had to do my lunges. I always wanna get rid of them. 20 seconds to rest here. Bring that foot forward. Bring it back on your toes. Tracy's getting ready in her seated position, bringing one leg forward. Remember, if you're in that seated position, you're switching halfway through this 40-second round. Standing up nice and tall, going down, start that timer. Switching legs and lateral, raising arm up to the side, right up to shoulder height. If you need to bend that arm, a little slight bend in the elbow decreases that intensity just a little bit. Halfway there, seated position, you're gonna switch sides.
All right. Making sure you're feeling secure when you do your switch.
10 seconds. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Drop those weights. You don't have to look at them anymore. Last move is our plank walkout. Getting ready. Tracy, how you feeling?
I'm ready. I'm good.
Warm? Sweaty?
Yeah, I'm sweaty.
4x4. It's a good one. Getting up nice and tall, chest up. Woo, we'll keep that breathing going. Last 40 seconds. Arms are going up overhead. Getting ready with a slight bend in the knee. And let's get started. Bring yourself down to the mat. Inch those hands forward. And then crawling back up. Tracy's bringing those fingers, crawling back up the leg to that seated tall position. As I come out into that high plank, my core is engaged. This is a full body movement here. Big deep breaths, give me 15 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done.
Yay, we did it.
We did it. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us for this 4x4 workout. Myself and Tracy, thank you so much. Make sure you do a little stretch, cool down after that tough workout. I know we need it. Check out the other videos on the platform for a cool down, and have a great rest of your day. See you next time.
See ya.
Ability Centers 4x4 with Allison.